Hi, my name is Lisa Champlin. I received my bachelor's degree in psychology from the University of New Mexico. Then I received my master's of arts in teaching from Mercer University. I am now in my final semester at Kennesaw University, where I will be receiving my educational specialist degree in instructional technology in December of 2016. I've taught elementary education for 7 years at Oak Grove Elementary and have also been the technology curriculum teacher leader for the past 3 years. My capstone project is flipped professional learning for elementary educators. In traditional professional development, teachers often learn in a lecture-style learning environment where they are passively gaining information, then often expected to implement what they learned in their classroom with little practice or collaboration time. Research shows that this sit and get format is often the least effective method of learning. So Scott asks, why, when we plan learning for teachers, do administrators forget about the art of learning? Even as we claim that our professional development is top-notch and student scores will improve because of it, we ignore how our teachers learn best. As teachers, we are expected to implement research-based best practices so we can reach all learners utilizing a variety of strategies. But yet, that simple fact is ignored for teachers as the learner. Many times when it comes to technology professional development, little practice and follow-up is given, leaving teachers frustrated and ill-prepared to implement it into their classroom. Research also supports collaboration with additional support to implement new technology into the classroom. Teachers need the time and training to effectively integrate technology into their lessons. So the big question is, why do we continue to have professional development that does not meet our needs? In this capstone project, my goal is to provide teachers professional development that is meaningful, applicable, research-based, and provides support and collaboration. Modeling the type of teaching we want them to do in the classroom is one of the best ways for them to learn. Utilizing a flipped classroom model will provide teachers opportunities to begin their learning prior to the professional development session and have valuable collaboration and practice time with leaders in their content area. A group of 5 curriculum teacher leaders, or CTLs, from our school led this professional development, representing the content areas of ELA, math, science, social studies, and technology. 2 surveys were distributed to the teachers. The first one evaluated teachers' attitudes and views towards past professional development opportunities they've experienced. The second survey evaluated teachers' technology usage, perceived effectiveness of technology in learning, and the role of technology in their classroom. Once the surveys were completed, the 5 CTLs met to analyze the results. Our county had just begun a new LMS initiative with Blackboard Learn. So we decided that would be an excellent opportunity for them to work as a student in Blackboard Learn and would also support our flipped model of professional development. The 5 CTLs were trained on Blackboard, and then we met again to design and develop our professional learning site. Each content area CTL was responsible for designing their page based on the survey results. Then, as the technology CTL, I helped them incorporate technology to support what their goals and objectives were. I also created a separate technology page to offer additional resources that could be utilized across all curricular areas. As you can see, these are the various pages created to support the learning in our professional development sessions. These sites were continuously being updated based on teacher feedback and evaluation of assignments being turned in by the teachers. The Capstone project had several types of evaluations utilized. We gathered informal feedback at the end of every session and made adjustments as needed. We also had a post-evaluation survey to gather teachers' attitudes and views of the professional development provided. In addition, I asked teachers to submit some lessons where they had integrated technology to analyze using the SAMR model to see if our technology usage was transforming from a substitution level to the higher levels of modification and redefinition. Our first professional development session was held on a teacher workday in October. We took this time to go over the results of our surveys and introduce them to our professional development course for the year. We also introduced the faculty to Blackboard Learn since many had not used it before. We helped them log in and explain some basic navigation features. We also explained the flipped model of our professional development to give them more time for collaboration and support for implementation. Each content area CTL explained their page and the initial modules that were available to them. We also explained that they will be driving their own learning so they could choose the content area they would like to focus on. We concluded this session with time to explore our site and answer any questions that they had. Our professional development calendar had been set by our principal for once-a-month meetings. Initially, our sessions were set to have a 5-minute welcome, then break off into the content area you had chosen to work on for that time. Then we would come together for a 15-minute wrap-up and preview some new things that were being added, and finally answer any general questions. In our third meeting, many teachers started to express a desire to change the format of our sessions. Many were struggling to watch or engage with the lessons ahead of time. They were finding it difficult to remember and allocating time in their busy schedules. So as a team and with permission from the principal, we altered the professional development session structures based on feedback from the teachers. We gave them 30 minutes to explore the resources and start diving into the lessons. Then we broke out into the content area sessions for further discussions and collaboration time. We also shortened the wrap-up time to 10 minutes. This session structure was maintained throughout the rest of the time and was embraced by the teachers. Many teachers found this structure less stressful and more supportive. At the conclusion of our professional development session, a post-evaluation survey was given. The results were evaluated by the administration and leadership team to see if the changes were effective or not. Most teachers did like the ability to choose their learning path. They felt it was relevant and worth the time and effort put in. They really enjoyed the collaboration part and being able to troubleshoot when needed. Many teachers felt comfortable submitting lesson plans to me for evaluation of technology integration. I did notice some shifting, but is not as much as I had hoped to see. Several challenges were faced during this Capstone project. Our principal wanted the professional development to be a school-wide initiative, so that encompassed pre-K through 5th. It was difficult meeting the needs of such a large grade span. Many times it was difficult to apply many of the strategies and resources being taught to pre-K. They indicated that it was not as effective for them in their survey. Another challenge was the job of the content area CTLs. Having one person providing the strategies and resources for 7 grade levels was very overwhelming. They felt they couldn't reach everyone. Some teachers also indicated that they wished they had more time to spend on an area instead of moving on. There was not a set pace or expectation that they explore all the content areas, so there was a lack of communication on our part that they could and should have stayed focused on the one area to develop a deeper understanding. A few key learning points were taken away from this project. I would definitely recommend grade level groups or clusters to make the learning more focused and relevant. I would recommend at least 3 clusters: pre-K through kindergarten, 1st through 2nd, and 3rd through 5th. If you were limited to just 2 clusters, then I would focus on pre-K through 1st and 2nd through 5th. While that would not be ideal, it would serve them better than one whole group. Additionally, I would see if we could get the county level content area specialist to help with curricular development, strategies, and resources. This would help lessen the burden on the school-based CTL, and they would have additional insights from the other schools they work with. The final key point is communication. I would ensure that teachers realized they could focus on one specific area until they felt comfortable and could effectively implement what they were learning. This capstone project has influenced this year's professional development in several ways. Our learning is more grade level clustered than whole group. We are working in smaller professional learning communities, thus providing more focus and relevant strategies and resources to meet our needs. Our administration took to heart the difficulty the CTLs were having reaching all grade levels, so they asked for the county level content area specialist to come and work with the CTLs to provide the extra support. Our leadership team identified areas of need from various data resources, but then let the teachers choose a couple of areas to focus on from within the identified areas. This accomplished 2 things: letting the teachers drive their own professional learning and also lessen the burden on the teachers from trying to fix everything. Our philosophy this year is less is better. We're strategically looking at what areas to improve and then focusing only on them. This capstone project has given me a new perspective on professional development. It is difficult and time-consuming to plan a well thought out and research-based professional development plan that will meet the needs of the entire faculty. The 3 factors that I feel have the biggest impact for a successful professional development plan is communication, support, and time. Effective communication lets everyone know what the goals and objectives are, listens and acts on feedback, and helps build relationships within a school. Support provides teachers a way to try new things with a safety net, allows them to step out of their comfort zone, and also builds relationships. Time is the one thing teachers consistently want more of. Allowing teachers to learn at their own pace builds confidence and takes away additional pressure. These 3 factors, along with well-developed research-based strategies, will make your professional development opportunities a success.